exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow, it floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love.
And I, the only two that watched Bristol City win away at Millwall yesterday. Did you, Steve? Why didn't you watch it? And Gizzy, why didn't you?
I was out. I was doing
trying to think who I watched yesterday.
Oh,
I've got Malcolm. Who else did you say?
there's our cameraman. Yeah, cameraman, Malcolm.
Who else did you say?
Angelo.
And
Angelo.
and Colin and Taffy. Colin and Taffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Malcolm.
How are
Malcolm.
you doing, Dave?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Got me all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Gizzy, you alright?
Yeah.
Your boys got a battery in yesterday, didn't they?
It's up.
we were just talking about the three of us to start with. We're all in the next round, and then the fourth one to join. The next one to join is you, Malcolm, and I believe that you got worse battering than Millwall.
Bloody Swansea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is Malcolm's team? I don't know.
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest. Okay, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Angelo Locatelli. Why can't I find Angelo?
Do you want me to try? I might be able to try on mine.
Well, yeah. Yes, Dave. Yes.
Let's see what
Hello
happens.
over there, Gizzy.
Yeah, quite a bit, mate. It didn't.
I've got him, Dave.
It
You're okay.
started at about.
I've got him.
Started about 1 o'clock. Stopped about 6. I don't know now. I've shut the curtains. I don't know, but yeah, we got about 3 or 4 inches here. Well covered.
Yeah, exactly the same here. Well, you're not here anyway, are you? 3 or 4 inches.
When we went out this morning, there was a really, really harsh frost.
Yeah.
And then we came back about 11:30. I looked out the window and I said, "Blimey, it's thawing. My car's soaking
Who else
wet
did you
now."
say,
And then
John?
I said,
Who
"I
else
think
did
it's
you
going to
say?
smoke."
I'm losing track. Who else did you say?
Well, I just got a message from Colin. He's trying to get into it, so he's obviously in the
Right,
right.
let me try and get Colin.
Yeah, get Colin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Taffy.
And Dad.
Yeah.
Hey up, Angelo. You
Angelo.
all right?
Angelo. Ciao.
So, I was just on the phone with
When they're not there.
David Haggy.
Yes.
On the phone. He said hi to you guys.
Well, we need him in the crew bar.
Yeah.
I asked him, he doesn't want to.
Doesn't want to. Okay. All
I
right.
did ask him. He doesn't want to.
Right. Okay.
Right.
There's Colin.
Kevin, I call him.
Kevin's not answering.
Colin. Okay. Let's try Taffy.
I've just called Taffy.
Yeah. Who is
He's coming.
Here he
I've
comes.
just called Colin as well.
No, he's here.
He's in the dark.
He's there.
Taffy?
He's in the dark.
Here comes Taffy. Taffy's in the dark.
What's happening with Colin? Why's Colin not coming?
Colin's here.
Colin's here.
Colin's in.
Here. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the
Colin's
list. He's up there.
He's on the bottom left of my screen. Here he, Colin.
Oh, there's Taffy.
Yeah.
Do you want to try a name to see
Yeah,
if it's going to work?
yeah.
Give me a name.
Okay. How about Skagway Malcolm?
Yeah.
No, he's not in. He's going to bed. He's sulking.
He's drinking
I've
that can of red Carlsberg.
I've got a question for Colin. Colin, I've got a question for Colin. Have you got chains on your buses, mate? We can't hear Colin. We don't have any audio on Colin. Okay.
No audio, Colin. Your
No
speaker's
audio.
on.
He plugged his headphones in and he went off.
Yeah.
Put your headphones out. Undo your headphones.
He needs to get his wife.
Right off.
Colonel,
Oh yeah.
Come on, Colin.
Steve, don't forget, Steve. You forget them every week.
What? I need a ninth person. Give me a ninth person.
How about the kid man? The kid man.
Can you hear me?
No, hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Colin, that's better. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fa-
Right, I'll put the headphones in as well. Is that okay?
lovely.
fa-
Oh, I'll tell you now.
You want John Herbert?
yeah, try John Herbert. And
And Derek.
Derek who?
Scotty.
I think it'll be.
I haven't got him on my list.
What, Scotty?
John
Yeah,
is busy.
Yeah, he
Scott, yeah, I've got him. I've got him.
Oh, okay. Back to my question for Colin. Colin, have you got chains on your buses,
Yeah.
mate?
No, mate.
Okay, and if you could thank your wife for fixing the audio problem, we would appreciate that.
This is
you.
pre-Brexit Britain.
Uh,
John, pre-Brexit Britain. We have nothing. We have nothing here.
Yeah.
We can't even get cheese.
You're kidding.
That's rubbish. That is.
Yeah, right.
Kidding.
I've got a props alarm bell to ring here. We used to have our bins ready for Tappy,
Yeah.
like we did our
Yeah.
chef's hats.
Yeah.
For when, well, thank you, Colonel.
Yeah.
Could you please participate?
Yeah, well, I was. I know.
There you go. Right, that's
I got
better.
my. Let me get mine.
Yeah, and Steve, you're because you got reminded last week, so you couldn't have me ready this week.
I have my glasses. Now I've been otherwise occupied.
Yeah. Have you still got your front garden as a car park?
Yes. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you seen it? I had a car end up in my front garden this afternoon.
Okay.
Why is that?
It was great. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
friendship
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Here comes. Okay, so we
That's 9.
oh, 9. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
9.
yeah, yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Charlie.
Right.
Yes, it says 11. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. Wow.
Hello, darling.
No,
Yeah.
12.
No bad language.
10. No, how many?
We've got children in the house.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
Now it is 12. We got 12.
I hope you're talking about me, Steve, when you say children in the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got 12, Steve. This is great.
Well,
Wow.
Happy New Year to everyone. And it's nice to see everybody.
yeah.
We're getting a grip of this now. We were limited to 8 people.
We got
But
12.
now we seem to have got a grip of it. We've got 12 people in now.
Yeah.
Have you got Phil in there? Because Phil was trying to get in.
All right, we'll give Phil a go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
on.
Hi, Colin. Colin, what is it?
Oh,
What
I've
are
only
you
got
on
8
now?
on my screen.
Where is he?
Put the
Colin,
in
can
front
you
of
move your screen up and down? Can you move your screen up and down, Colin?
I thought you
Now, wait.
Yeah, that's all you have to do is you move it up and down. That's right. Yeah.
Angelo,
Colin has been up and down.
I can only get 8 on my screen.
do.
I can't
only
get
follow
eight.
you.
Yeah,
I got those
and
12.
eight.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
other people in the background, as soon as they start to speak, they'll
Yeah.
go in. Derek, start speaking to us, mate.
I've got
all 12. There you go. Derek's in
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
He
yeah.
started speaking.
Derek's in.
It's clever.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Some of you can get them all, and some of you can only get 8.
It depends
Yeah, I
what
get
device
them
you
all.
use.
I get them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it depends what device you're using. If you're using Apple or Android.
Yeah.
I'm on a
Yeah,
I got
tablet.
an app. I got
I'm on an
Apple.
Android tablet and I've got 8.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got 8 on Android.
Yeah.
The people who are not on
Mine's
screen,
from
the
Stone Age.
people who are
What's
not on
Yeah.
screen,
What's an apple?
Stone Age one.
the people who are not on screen, they can hear what's going on.
Well, it depends who you can't see.
Can't see you, Dave.
I know, it doesn't matter, Dave. But as soon as they start to
Oh.
speak, they will come
They
on
come on
screen.
the screen.
No, I know how it works. if you swipe up or down, then you can see it. Dave.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
On Android, John.
I've been trying to see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Won't let us do it on Android.
Because
I'm on Android. And some people on iPhone.
So, Gunnar, you got an Apple, don't you?
yeah.
So that's right. Go up and down with it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's great. We got it.
We've established the difference. Apple can get more people on, and
Yeah. When you see the replay, you'll see how it works because right now I'm swiping it up and I've got Patricia in the bottom corner and John and Ollie and Scotty, and when I swipe down, and you'll see this tomorrow, I've got Steve, Dave, Gizzy, and myself at the top. So yeah, we got it. Talking about something different than this now.
Right, yeah, can we bury that one then?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to say cheers, Steve Easton, and you, eh? What a match.
Cheers, love, yeah. Well, I'm well chuffed.
Well
No,
done,
we're
Dave.
not giving you cheers.
Yeah.
Dave's through. Malcolm's not.
Swansea's through, and I hope we end everybody talks.
Hello, Alan.
Hello, Alan.
Swansea's through as well.
Wednesday's through as well.
I've just fallen out with Alan.
I hope it's for Man United.
Let's not talk about Swansea, please.
Well, very good.
How have you been, Trish? All right, love.
Yeah, fine. I mean, this flipping COVID's doing my head in, isn't it? Well, it is
Like
everybody.
Doing everybody.
You know, it doesn't even look right, does it? When do you think we'll come out of lockdown? Oh, I think Wales, you're there forever. Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to come out. My friend Sean, who we used to work with on the ship, and she lives in LA, and she's just gone to another place now in America, and her dad is there. And she said, "Oh, Patricia, it's terrible, because really, there's nothing else to do in Wales, really, is there? But go to the pub and shop."
I think they've got sheep, Patricia. They've got sheep in Wales.
But it's a bit like Manchester, to be quite honest. My niece is off.
You know what happened to
the houses with a gap.
Do you know what happened to me the last night I was in Cyprus?
What?
They had a shutdown. They closed everything at 11 o'clock.
Oh, I know. You text me, you sent me a message to tell
Oh,
me.
did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was in that hotel then, and the barman said, "Here, here's 4 pints. I'm just about to close."
11 o'clock at night, that'd be well.
Yeah, they had a curfew. Everybody had to be in by 11.
Oh, okay.
I was in contact with Jenny McIntyre today. You remember Jimmy McIntyre? Yeah. Yeah, he's caught up in Thailand, not Thailand, Philippines at the moment, I think.
Right.
It'll be all right then.
How long's he been out there, John? Sorry? How long's he been out there? Oh, since before this coronavirus started. He's got caught there. Apparently he normally comes back and goes to Canada, but he's not been able to do this year. So this year, so he's stuck in the Philippines. I think he's better off there than he is in the UK, actually, the way we are here at the moment.
Yeah.
I agree.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Well, is Ollie in the house?
Yes, he's there.
I'm here.
Oh, Ollie.
Hello, Steve.
Where is he, Ollie? Can't see him.
He's on your right, yeah. He's on your right.
Oh, I can't see him. Oh, there, is that Ollie?
Yes, with the glasses.
Oh, hiya, Ollie.
They've all got.
Hiya.
I've got to
There he is, there he is.
Dave.
There he is. Hello, Dave.
He's a.
I know that over the Christmas special you will look wonderful wearing that Christmas tree. I'll tell you what, the lampshade's beating you to it.
Oh, that one, yeah, but I'm lit up tonight from behind.
Tony Capella.
They're showing the quip. I'm looking like the sun, what do they call it? The fairy liquid boy.
No.
Sorry?
Trish, did you see the Christmas special?
Pardon?
Did you see the Christmas special?
Yes. Oh, yeah, it was brilliant. I love it. I love watching all the videos. Oh, it does bring back memories. Even memories that you'd forgot, and then you think, oh, God, yeah, I remember that. Or, or about Larry died. Oh, that was awful.
Jerry.
Oh.
Jerry.
Jerry. Yeah.
That was he was I remember him very well, and he was just a dead nice guy, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, nice one.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, took me thing. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think we've all got some good memories of Jerry Dyer. He was a lovely chap. I used to do the lights with him on the International Lounge for the shows.
Okay, that's what
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did used to do them. I remember that.
You used to be me on the spotlight and Jerry on the lighting panel.
Does anyone know what happened to him? Does anyone know what happened?
What was the cause? What was the cause of his death? Does anybody know?
We don't know.
We don't know for sure.
You know,
We've not even heard when his funeral is. I don't, so.
And the
No.
thing is now.
Yeah.
So, were you still with your woman, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, all going good.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a distant relationship as such. We go out for a walk every day, you know what I mean?
Oh,
We managed to get out for a walk, and that's about it.
So you can
That's
look,
it?
but don't, you can look, but don't talk.
Yeah. We can't go into each other's houses either, so.
Yeah.
No, you can't. It's the night.
I went to her house for the Christmas Day this year.
Yeah.
That was about it, really.
I know. Nothing Christmas Day.
Anyway.
Finished. Following your comments about Wales, there's nothing else to do down here
No.
except the pubs. I have to tell you that Oliver and Brendan and his lovely wife Sherry came down to visit me about about a year ago. Yeah, and would you believe it? I took him down to our Wicked City party. And
I love party.
what's the name of the first pub that Ollie spots? It's called the Cottage. The Cottage. So I took him for a drive the next day around the hillsides of Wales. Well, we went to Barry Island first, and we're coming back down this. We're going up this hillside, and we pass this beautiful park. And Brendan says to me, "What's that?" And there was 3 sheep tied up in the middle of the park. Oh, I said, "That's the leisure centre."
That's a local whorehouse.
I like it.
And you talk about this, it reminds me of my driving test. I had to take another driving test because I've lost my right eye. And
Really?
yeah, so I took this driving test. When you're 70, you've got to have a driving test every 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I was 70, and I took this driving test, Trish, and
Right.
the guy said, "Pull over here, Mr. Rogers. Can you do a U-turn?" I says, "Make a U-turn?" I says, "I make his bloody eyes water." I said, "No more."
Yeah.
Very good.
Well,
Does it say that you have to take a driving test every 3 years once you're 70?
I think it's Britain as a whole. No, you don't have to take a test, Alan. You have to reapply for your license.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got overexcited.
You have to reapply for your license.
I have a serious story, not a serious story, but a nice tale.
Yeah.
Because over the last 2 weeks, a couple of names have been mentioned. And it made my memory go back to a time when I got flown home on a sort of extended leave from Australia. I think it was the Sea Princess.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they decided to give me yet another chance to prove myself.
Oh my God.
I was PR barman then, and they were going to fly me out of the Pacific Princess in Acapulco. And I thought, oh, wonderful. I was so looking forward to it. And then that's when it went aground. It went aground in Acapulco.
Oh, really?
So they phoned me up and they said, the ship's gone aground. Will you do us a favour? And I thought, bloody hell, they just paid me for 4 months without doing any work. Of course, I couldn't refuse. Well, they sent me down. They said, we want you to go to the Falklands. So I said, it was up to me, but I said, yes, of course.
Yeah.
And they put me on an RAF from Bryce Norton.
Bryce Norton, yeah.
And we had to go to Dakar first. 3 days. Then they flew me to the Ascension Island. And I all my life, I've always wanted to go on a helicopter. On the Ascension Islands, all the stairs and air base, and there was this big people carrier helicopter. And what they did was, you got on the helicopter. There was about a dozen of us at a time or something.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I mean, it was so hot there, and the heat of the engines, and all it did was lift us up and fly about half a mile offshore and land on the after end of the Uganda.
Oh, the Uganda, yeah.
I don't know when you done it, but when I did it, they wouldn't close the door. I didn't close the door in the helicopter.
They didn't close it. They didn't close it. I no longer have a desire to go on a helicopter.
I was going to say I'm the same.
But I have to say, when I arrived on the ship, I had the most wonderful surprise.
Yeah.
Two of the people that have been mentioned over the last couple of weeks were on board.
Yeah.
Oh, were they?
One was Grealish.
Grealish.
He was one barman. He had the posh bar, the officers' bar, and I was PR barman in the squaddies bar.
Oh.
And the bar manager on there was Robbie Robson.
Right.
Robbie Robinson. You know, Dave, because he visited you and Brendan, I believe.
Yeah.
Was he blending keeper at one stage?
Well, he was bar manager. He was barman when I talked to him. There was over
His brother was a coxswain on the Sun Princess. Scottish guy.
No, not on the other one.
He was a coxswain, wasn't he, on the Sun?
No,
Cunard. He was on the Cunard Countess.
Well, he was a Scottish guy on the Sun, the coxswain. Hard guy, always fighting.
Oh.
I think he had a fight with Roger Sheeny at one point, I think.
When I was off just a minute ago and trying to get back in, a news message came up. The lockdown in the UK has now officially been extended to the 17th of July.
No. What?
Right.
Yeah, it's breaking.
Oh, my.
Wow.
I was supposed
17th
to
of
come
July. That's the 6 months he's obviously done it.
I was supposed to London in May, end of May. I was supposed to be in London.
Yeah, and me, yeah.
I guess I'm not going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something to look forward to.
Oh, that's some good news for as well, John. Thank you. You've just made that.
See, that's a lot.
They're going to laugh.
Tears, do you think?
Hey?
Do you think they'll end up... Surely they can't keep everything closed like this till July.
Must be, the VP
Well,
says
if they've extended it a full lockdown, then I assume it will
On
be.
that one. I know it off the top of my head. You know the posh lady in Mrs. Brown's voice?
Yeah.
The posh lady. Mrs.
Yeah.
Brown is having a chat with her. She says, when I had my first child, my husband gave me a Mercedes car. And Mrs. Brown goes, "Oh, that's nice." She said, "When you had my second baby, he gave me a diamond ring." And Mrs. Brown goes, "Oh, that's nice." She says, "And what did you get from your husband?" She says, "He taught me elocution lessons."
That's right.
She
Yeah.
said, "Oh, that's..." I said, "Did he really?" She said, "It doesn't seem to have worked." She says, "Yeah, it did." He says, "Every time instead of saying fuck off now, I say, that's nice."
That's right. Yeah, that was. I didn't put it first bit in. Yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
So I take it none of you are into Strictly.
Strictly?
Sorry, Dancing on Ice.
No, we're on here.
No.
Well, I love the hostess on that, the blonde hostess. She's lovely.
Yeah.
Do you think we are in Glacier Bay?
Has anybody watched Bridgerton?
Who?
No.
Yes.
Bridgerton.
Yes.
Have you watched it?
It's 12 episodes of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I've not seen 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, well, you know 50 Shades of Grey is all about romping.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening in Bridgerton, isn't it?
Really? I was watching it last night because I was saying it to my friend today, and my friend was on Zoom, and she went, "Oh, is that all about sex?" And I went, "No, it's a period drama. I don't think they knew what it was in them days," kind of thing, laughing, because I didn't even, because last night there wasn't really any. I've only got up to number 4.
Oh, it's all right. I think it's episode 6 where it's full Monty.
What are we watching now, Dave?
Yeah.
What are we watching?
Oh God, it doesn't seem like that kind of film, does it?
Yeah. It's the girl. Not that we shouldn't be talking about flipping TV on the Crew Bar, really, but it's the daughter of the Coronation Street actress. The mother is her mother.
Yeah.
It's her daughter. It's her daughter. Hey, but going back to Uganda. Look, give us a wave for those. I know John Herbert. Did you go on Uganda?
Yes, twice. I went down there trooping.
Yeah. That's
And each time I went down there, I flew down with Sammy and flew back again.
Right.
But on one occasion down there, because when you got down there, you had to refuel from one of the tankers there, sort of thing. Anyway, we were down there, and then we've gone to do this refueling, and we got alongside it beautifully. And they sent a text message over from the ship that it was one of the smoothest dockings for this transfer of oil that they'd seen since they'd been down in the Falklands. Sammy must have been overconfident when they were pulling away, because he broke both the bridges. The bridges collided. There was flares going off in all directions. When I got back, I was off the flight in Bryce Norton, one of the first ones off. And the first person I saw when I went out was Sammy's wife, Pat. And she said, "Oh, hello." She said, "Is he coming?" I said, "Yeah, it won't be long." I thought, well, I won't tell you who's probably got the sack, but anyway.
Come back to Ascension Islands and then flew home. But within that 5 weeks, it was brilliant because there was so much. I think the captain was Stan the Man, Stan Jameson.
Yeah.
So,
I know him.
it was a really good trip, Yeah, loved it.
I want to say, Colonel and David, excuse me, I really enjoyed your videos from 2009 on YouTube of when Dave visited you out in Seattle.
The wedding, yeah.
And I think that was the birth of the Crew Bar in there.
Yeah.
Because you were both sitting on the veranda.
Yeah.
And it was just like in the Crew Bar.
Yeah.
From said in those 2 videos, which I really enjoyed, they probably put the germ of the mind in the course.
All those years ago, yeah.
Yeah, and yet, but of course, you needed a mind like Stevie Walker's
Yeah.
what, to get you going.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Every crew car needs a director.
Yeah.
I was bored, mate. I was bored, so I thought, hey,
Yeah.
let's call everybody up and piss them off.
Yeah. Definitely.
Turned into a bit of a phenomenon, didn't it, John?
Yeah.
You've done a great job, fair play, all of you.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah, but it takes everybody to
Come in.
yeah.
Just a second, everybody. Colin wants to speak.
Good boy.
Colin, I'm going to cut out in a minute, all right? Okay?
Okay, Colin.
I've got something else to do. But in about a month, I'll have a little surprise for you. You'll have to wait for it, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You're not pregnant, are you?
No. There's something that I'm going to do that, provided I don't lose me nerve, it'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We look forward to that, Colin.
Oh,
Are you available next
that,
week?
Colin?
Yes, I'll be available next week. But,
Yeah.
All right, mate.
about a month's time, I just need to I need to practice this thing before I do it online.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got all the suspenders now, mate. You've got all the in suspenders.
Oh, I'm going to hold you in suspenders, yes. I will not be dressing up for this. But just about a month's time, hopefully I'll have it right and I'll do it online.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's it. Right. I'm going to cut out now, guys, because
Okay, Colin.
I've got the kids here and all that.
All right.
We're gonna,
See you, Colin. Take care, mate.
Yeah, take care, guys. Cheers, everybody. Bye, Colin.
I would like to say, I put the photographs up this morning because it was so lovely when I woke up, pulled the curtain,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and snow was outside. But I'm really interested to know what the weather's like in La Jolla, and also when John has snow, he must be laughing at what I consider as snow.
Yeah.
He probably has 6 foot of it.
No, not yet. Not yet. No.
La Jolla is very nice and sunny so far.
Yeah.
Expecting
Yeah.
rain tonight, but it's sunny now.
Yeah.
Okay, Ned, doesn't say good night to you. Who's that?
Oh, that's Ollie.
Ollie.
Ollie. Have you got a date, Ollie?
Stay safe.
Cheers, Ollie.
All right.
See you, Ollie.
Somebody in his pocket.
Go now.
Ollie,
See-
have you got a date? He's gone.
Ollie's gone.
Okay.
Right. You're trying to go.
Somebody's
I'm back.
calling. Oh, you're back.
Have you got a date?
Who left? We had 12. Oh,
He's gone.
we're
Down to 9.
Yeah.
down.
I also wanted to say to Ollie before he left that his girlfriend that he met down here, her name was Barbara.
Do you remember on bingo nights when we used to award the golden bone?
Yes, sorry.
Big Mary used to get it nearly every week. I think that was Phil Butcher's idea, that one. Because he took it
I
up to
still tell that story now to people. Something that
I think he took it up to the Starlight Room one night, and when Rob Blackman was dancing with somebody on the dance floor, he threw this golden bone across the floor.
Yeah, I was there that night.
The bone stayed out there for quite a while after that. We used to present it in a light bucket to whoever the innocent officer was trying to wheel, whatever it was.
Well, that's why I used to have to make a new one every week.
Oh, yeah, that was good. It was good. Yeah,
good old days, eh? Good old days.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, you're all on my one screen now because it's 9. I've got.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6. I've got 8.
Have you got yourself in it, Trish, or are you off the screen?
No, I can see myself. Yeah.
Right. So you're missing.
When you talk, you can see yourself.
Yeah.
When you talk.
Yeah.
Does it Does it matter whether you've got a big screen or a little screen?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Why is that?
They say size doesn't matter, Trish.
Trish, we're all our own experiences, and I think we all say the same. It's better to have love.
Trisha, I'd like to say how lovely your hair is. You look like
Thank you.
you look like a sort of mature. You look like a mature Shirley Temple.
The Black Witch. The Black What if it's called the Black Witch? What if it was called the Black Witch?
Johnny.
Yep. Yes, Dave.
Just talk with the Colonel. You know, we've got a follow-on. Do we let everyone know so they can say hello before?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, guys. We have got organised for tonight. Luckily, we're all on Messenger, which is great, and that's where the main Crew Bar activities take place. But we have, as you all know, from the Christmas special, More Than Not, we do have Ollie's Pocket, which has been in use many, many times, and it's very handy to have it just in case. Well, we are doing an interview after we close the bar now. We are doing an interview with Brendan, who's standing by in the wing on his WhatsApp, and obviously we'll have to go onto WhatsApp to invite him in for a special. So we're going to do a little interview with Brendan. While you guys are all here, I know you'll obviously want to wish merry comments to Brendan. And if there's any questions that you've got, we will ask him now. So if you have got any questions, or if not, just send the very best wish to Brendan, and he'll know who's been in the bar when he watches the Crew Bar tomorrow. Okay. So any questions? If not, we'll call it a day, and we'll get hold of Brendan.
Okay. Can't think of anything at the moment.
No. Okay. Have you got?
Just give him my best regards, Dave.
Yeah.
Marble. Send our love to him.
Yeah. All right. Lovely. And Derek, have you got any apologies you want to give to Brendan?
No, I've nothing to apologise for.
I think we'll find out from Brendan. There are a few things, and you might apologise.
If there's anything to do with Kahlua.
There we are.
Okay.
That'll be our first question. All
right, Dave. I'm going to get going now. I'll see you in the bar with Brendan.
All right.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
Look after yourselves.
Yeah.
We'll talk next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. No, Brendan, lovely to see you here on what is a very special edition for our Crew Bar, as you know.
Yeah.
And Colonel will be editing it in, which he always does very, very well. Now, we just said farewell to the Crew Bar. And there was a good gathering. It was up to 12.
Yeah.
We got 12 on it, which is amazing.
Really?
But the last 7 or so that were there with us tonight, I did ask, was there any messages or anything they wanted to say or ask you to Brendan? And they all just obviously they sent their regards and Gizzy sent best wishes and what have you. And then I said to Derek, as in Scotty, Scotty, I said, and what apologies have you got to give Brendan? And he said, well, I said, well, I think you probably have. And all he said was, he said, I don't know whether I ought to mention the Kahlua. Now, I don't know what the Kahlua story might entail. But
Derek's got a great memory, so I've more likely gone out of my head.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, if so, we'll ask next week. We'll have to ask him to add more details into the Kahlua.
Okay, I've got a question for you. So the other day, Dave, you or Brendan posted the picture. Was it from the P&O Ferries? when you had like two stripes and
Yeah. Well, when I don't know if you saw the previous bit of thing I put on the. I left P&O in 2005.
Yeah.
They had a rationalisation cutback, and I had the opportunity for redundancy. And then at the same time, I got a job offer from an old guy from P&O that went up to Northlink Ferries.
Okay.
And they run ferries from Aberdeen to Shetland and the Orkney Islands. And I thought, well, why not give it a go? You know,
Yeah.
it was a job, and very much similar to what I was doing before. And I went up there, and of course, out of the blue, the Hebridean Princess comes in to Scrabster,
Yeah.
which was the port we were using, and flipping Dave's on there with Charlie
Carroll.
Charlie Carroll,
Yeah.
who worked with me on the ferries previously, and who was a huge fish. he drank like fish, but he was very, very funny. He was never nasty or anything. He was just very, very funny guy. But he used to get absolutely legless. But he was the head of department, so. But there you go. That's the seafarer. You know, what are we to say? You know, we were the same ourselves.
That's right.
So what we did, John, we were going in. I was ferrying across from Scrabster, which is at the very top of Scotland, near John O'Groats, up to Stromness, which is the Orkney Islands. It's about a 25-mile voyage.
Okay.
So we do return trips a day, then lay over at night. And Dave came round in the summer on his mini cruise line, which was a very luxurious thing, and they birthed in Scrabster at the same time. And I can't remember whether you got in touch with us or we got in touch with you, but we hooked up, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, I remember that. So what were you? Were you like a bar manager or officer?
I was an officer because they have, I mean, heads of department there, they gave them different names. I mean, it was traditionally the purser, but then they started coming out with all these fancy names, like, and I was known as the hotel director.
Okay.
You know, it was an old purser's job, really. It was the same thing.
Cool.
But, and I did that for 2 years before I left, yeah.
Okay.
Isn't there a little Scottish guy on there who's a PRS?
After that, you went to BP.
Yeah, well, I got a job offer with BP Shipping, which run oil tankers, gas ships, and it's a whole new a whole new thing of shipping which I'd never done before. And I thought, well, you're not going to get a chance like this come around again, so I took it, and it was great. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I was very lucky.
Who was the guy working on the ferry with you? A little Scottish guy who was a PRS on the Sun.
Oh, blimey.
I seem to remember something about it. You're putting something up about him.
There was Alan.
He was a Scottish guy. It would have been a rating. It wouldn't have been. It would have been a rating.
Ray Pritchard.
It was a PRS on the Sun. Little Scottish guy.
I'm trying to think who that was, Dave. Would you know?
Was his name Eddie? Eddie?
Yeah, there was a guy called Eddie, if I remember rightly.
Glasses?
Yeah.
He was a PRS on the Sun.
Right. No, I don't know. There's so many, Steve. I mean, locally, I mean, the ferries now have been drastically cut back with what's been going on. A lot of people lost their jobs. And you can be walking down the street and, hello, Brendan, how are you? And I forget their name. I feel terrible, you know. But that's how it is, you know. It's a small community around here, and everyone.
Just having a look now, so I can find anything.
Get on the shipping side of things. We all had the pleasure of sailing with you on the Sun Princess, and you'd obviously had history with the ship because you went out there as she was, as the Spirit, when you first went to sea. But that was in '72, if I'm correct, when you went. You went. And was the Spirit? Was it the maiden voyage you went on?
That's right. Yeah. I was a bellboy. There was 4 bellboys, and I mean, all the people that worked on there, most of them you guys know anyway.
Yeah.
I remember
it was for me, it was a great adventure. It was for most of us, going on a ship for the first time. That was unique because it was a maiden voyage, and didn't realise or appreciate the significance of it at the time. You think, oh, it's just a ship, But it was all the people that worked. We were very new, the very first time on the ship. All the other people had worked on the P&O cruises before, on all the other the O-boats, the Canberra ships like that. And of course, it was very, very, very different for them. Yeah. And there was a lot of adjusting going on. But it was a lot of events. I remember on that mate.
Wow.
They did an opera. They had a full opera. I can't remember which one it was now, in the International Lounge, or it was then the Churchill Room. And we did the cloaks. We did all the coats, me and the bellboys. So we stuck a dish out with a few bucks in it, and we took all these coats in. Yeah. We were local by the end of the evening. Everyone tipped. Americans tip. They're great for that. Those are the things that were going on. And it was good. Lou Manzi, the chef, was a great guy.
Yeah. Really trust me.
Yeah, terrific guy.
He's the reason. He's the reason I'm here, Brendan. If Lou Manzi hadn't liked me, I would have been kicked off the Oriana in 1971. Because he put me in the crew mess, which was a big problem because all the decades from Belfast and that, and I must have done something right because he loved me because there was never any complaints from the crew mess after that.
Yeah.
So that was the reason I'm here, thanks to him. Yeah.
He was the head chef, and he used to have a second chef called Trevor Friday. I don't know if you remember Trevor Friday.
I think the name rings a bell. Yeah.
He was still on there in '74.
Yeah. I was a bellboy, and Luke Manzi gave me the job of waking him up. Yeah. You could not wake him up. He used to have about 4 alarm clocks, and I used to go in with a big bell, and then we went in with dustbin lids, and he still wouldn't wake up.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And Lou Manzi get older. Why didn't you wake him up and get him up turn 2? And all this stuff. We went in with bells and things, and every people from the other cabin say, "What's all the racket?"
Yeah. In fact, I've got some 8mm film with no sound of Lou Manzi doing a cruise show. He used to sing. Yeah.
He retired, I believe, John, and went and ran or set up a hotel in Yelverton, which I think is in Dorset, David. Down that way, Yelverton, or is it in Hampshire?
Yeah, no, I think. Say again.
Yelverton. 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 Yelverton.
Yeovilton.
No, Yelverton. Yelverton.
Right. Okay. Somerset way. Yeah.
But it was a fantastic experience. Jerry McGowan was the master, and we were. They did a Spirit of London show in Southampton before it sailed, and they had Anita Harris, Ted Rogers, Martha Ray, and Vince Hill. Do you remember Vince Hill?
Vince Hill, yeah.
And the show was on Southern Television. It was called the Spirit of London show. And my job, again, was the International Lounge, or the thing. I was a bellboy. Was to give out Romeo and Juliet cigars free. I just used to take the box round open.
Wow.
Would you like a cigar? And people were grabbing them by the handful.
Hello, Oscar. Well, thanks for ringing into the crew bar. And well, obviously, can we ask, have you got any stories for the crew bar?
Well, I have got a story about Covenant, and I will relate it to you. Now, this is Oscar. I'm in on his pocket. I noticed on your crew bar show, there's a joke being repeated a couple of times at the end of the show. I was aged 10 to 1. It's a funny time, but I'll be there. Well, I can tell you a bit more about that joke. Actually, it was in Ronnie Potts, Martha's act on the London pub night. It was the punchline before the second song of the act. It was also my signal to stop serving drinks in the International Lounge, or before that it had been the Churchill Room, and to get back into the wings of the stage, which was behind the International Lounge, and I was the next one on stage with my Al Jolson pants. Chris Chapman, on the running order backstage, had my act posted as standing ovation. And of course, that was the way we built the audience for the act. 1 week, Martha was in her cabin drinking Dutch. And overdid the gin and it, fell asleep, and didn't turn up for the act. Chris Chapman grabbed me to go on in place early, but someone ran down to get Martha. I luckily wasn't serving any passengers, so I could sit backstage and get on stage fast to do the act. So I did the Al Jolson bit. And at the end, Chris Chapman from the side of the stage hit, "Do another one, Martha is not here." So I said to the band leader, Jack, April Showers. And Jack said, "In what key?" I said, "C," and very slowly. So off we went. When April showers, they come your way, and so on. At the end of the song, I noticed from the side Chris signaling with his hand in a circular motion. So I did the same back to Jack, and I said to him, "Again, Jack, but jump it up." So off we merrily went. When April showers, they come your way. At the end of the act, I noticed that Martha had appeared in the wings, a little worse somewhere. So I managed to get off stage at the end of the song. The extra baggy Martha had consumed made her act even funnier than usual, and it was usually quite a scream, as you probably all remember. Oh well, just another Sun Princess tale. Okay, that's all for now. Let's go.